kind of wasn't that big of a deal, you know?
Right.
And it like, DCs and then reconnects. So people who are watching have to like get back in, and um, and then if you go to upload it to YouTube or whatever, it's two separate things. Now I can solve that problem now. I just started a separate recording, so even if the broadcast isn't great, you can still upload the recording.
Yeah.
And I can actually now I'm gonna actually record at a higher resolution than I stream at. So when I upload to YouTube, it'll actually have the higher resolution.
Nice.
But still, I don't want to. But like the last 2 weeks, it's been dropping. Like the other day, I streamed for like 2 hours and it dropped 8 times. Like that's not gonna work. Like that's seriously not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I've been like, I like going to all these forums and trying different things. I'm hoping it's just a network card because after that, I've done all of the kind of easy to do stuff, and then it starts getting into like
expensive stuff.
Well, not as expensive, but like tech stuff that's beyond my technical knowledge. Do I have to get somebody else to help me do it?
So it begins.
But anyway, so we'll see. I mean, like it would, it has like the the KBS down there, where it, how much information it's sending. In the OBS, it says like 2,600 right now, 2,500, 3,000, and then it would drop to 0. Like I'm like, just DC. Hard to 2-lane at start? No, it's not. It's really not. It's really not. What?
You talking to a cat or something?
What? No, our teammates, and they're chatting in there. I'm going, what? He said it's hard to start double soaking on this map. You do it. I'm like, no, you do it right away. You send the 4-man to the bottom, and you crush the bottom so hard they have to come down. And your Zool just has to, not get dead.
Well, if they want to wait till level 4, it'll still probably work. It'll be annoying.
Whatever, Aaron. I'm gonna pick Murky.
Oh, why?
Just who am I gonna pick?
Worried.
Oh my god, I'm pissed. I'm picking Johanna again. I'm a Johanna one-trick now.
That's okay. I'm a Zagara one-trick playing Stukov. Should work out great. I'll be sure I have the right loadout. Oh yeah, I don't need that banner. I want that bright pink banner. And I didn't get to change my voice.
Anywho, so we'll see how many times it DCs.
Hopefully none
today. Well, hopefully less than 8. Then it would be an improvement.
So I got a question.
Just one?
Well, possibly a series.
Alright.
So, what would have to happen for me to not be on the bench anymore?
Somebody to drop, basically, because we already have 7 regulars, and we actually have too large of a roster already. Regardless, though, I mean, the way people are not being available, if this keeps up, you're going to be playing some. I don't think there's any two ways about it right now.
Well, yeah, but it makes me really hard for me to know what champs to focus on.
Backline and offlane.
Okay.
Isn't working.
Let's defeat our foe.
I can do that.
Backline and offlane, because I schedule, so one of the perks of me scheduling is I'm going to schedule when I'm available. So you're not ever going to have to tank. And we have 2 supports, and Matt's like our backup support, so there really shouldn't be a situation for you to have to do either one of those things.
Okay.
Having said that, not that I want you to do this, but if you really want to play and you find a team that you think would be good for you to play into, you know, by all means.
Sure. The thought had crossed my mind, honestly.
Well, you know, like I there was a group that was putting together a team, and I actually was like, not that I want to volunteer you, but they were looking for guys, and I knew like a good group of of people, you know. I was like, I bet you I could put a good group of 5, and then Aaron would get to play regularly, you know. But that was also before guys were having a hard time making it, and I'm like, this is like, you know, I'm not like mad at anybody, but you know, guys have wives and kids, and we just haven't been able to get a consistent group, and I get it, but it's still frustrating. Like,
Yeah. Was that Wipeout and those guys?
yeah. But so what Linehouse did was, I knew they were looking for a team. He was looking for a team, and I knew Wipeout was looking for a team. So, but Linehouse was on a team last season, and he just kept a chunk of the team together and added Wipeout. Because I think they had a specific issue with.
Well, you managed to nab a couple of them.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't like your chances.
Indeed.
Look at those
That's
peels,
fine.
though. Look at those peels.
I got a big heal off too.
Well, I mean, come on now. I'm the tank. I never get any love. I gotta have my moment to shine. Probably gonna die here, though.
Yep.
Choose a talent.
I can't get him.
So, and to be honest, if one of the regulars were to decide they didn't want to play it, I probably would just crunch the lineup. to be frank, you know. I mean, you would still get more playing time, but you know, it would definitely help consistently if we had something closer to a regular starting 5.
Yeah. Where's our other person that's supposed to be down here? with us?
Jaina's top for some friggin' reason.
Get,
Is she getting camps at least? What the hell is she doing? Oh, she's getting some camps. Okay, that's not terrible.
why are you tapping? You were almost full health. Oh my god.
Just stay alive and let's not get dead.
Thank you, my friend.
Thoroughly annoyed.
Yeah, I could see that. Uh-oh.
Ah, great.
Hey, how nice of you guys to come help us out a little bit and rotate through their entire team.
Somehow she got away with it.
You know, it's because they weren't paying attention.
Seems right.
And Junkrat is annoying. He's annoying, the motherfucker.
The crusade marches on.
Choose a talent.
I don't know how you expect us to get up there, man.
The forces of evil are weak.
Yeah, I agree with this call here.
Comes for you.
There we go. Jaina, girl, come on. And why is Zool down here?
I don't know.
Like chaff before the wind.
Let's get the treasure hunt. It's right there. Go grab it.
Come on, Phoenix. Wreck them all. There you go, boy. That a kid.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Before the wind
I don't have Q.
It's alright. I think if Iron Skin, Jaina finished the treasure off for him, though. That was cool. I mean, I shit mean to, but Jaina needs to turn when she can. Jaina, just turn. Turn, Jaina, turn. They're all basically showing. Turn in.
Let's liven up this place. Most excellent.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, we got. If you go forward really far like that, we get zoned by Decker. Like he just threw all of his shit behind you, and we couldn't.
Well, I mean, I don't expect you guys to step in there with me. If I get myself dead, that's my problem. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, what were you trying to accomplish?
to zone away from you guys.
Yeah, but then we weren't able to step up and damage structures, so there was no point.
True. Oh, Jaina, you're dead.
Looks like your enemies all paid off. Fire, you fuckers!
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Yeah, finish this, finish this.
Cower before Zakaru.
Now, can we go kill Deckard?
Wounds healed. A great victory, but we're not done yet.
Son of a bitch.
It's fun to say.
Yes.
Your fort is gone.
I think they've had enough.
No further.
Yeah, take that, Zul'jin.
That's how we do that.
By the light.
Haha, not this time. Every other time, but not this one.
Akarat wills it.
They're turning in. They're just gonna turn and watch it.
Deckard's down here.
Yep,
They can't turn without him.
that is true. They're on bottom camp.
Problem.
By the light, be damned. That feels much better.
Oh, that frigging mine prevented me from just holding them all there, and it's really annoying.
The crusade marches on. A great victory, but we're not done yet.
Oh, look at that blizzard silence.
I mean,
I just got the bank of Deckard.
nice.
Get a globe for you guys.
By the light.
I mean, we should really just go turn in, yeah. Who's got the other ones? Zool, of course. Can we just steal their camp real quick right here, and then use that to turn in?
Potentially.
Burn in the
We do
light.
have swiping flail.
Now Zool doesn't have to leave his double lane. I think I know this egg rolls guys from somewhere. I don't know where, but I feel like I do.
Let's see how you handle two chests at once.
Yep, coming.
Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show your enemies a jolly good time.
Of course.
God, Zul'jin is so annoying. Back it up, dude.
Show these lads
Yeah, we gotta back out of that. He's gonna chunk us. I gotta tap again.
No, you don't.
I need mana anyway.
That's enough.
Get out of here.
We don't be working for free.
I need to tap.
There's a Jaina camp. We can so. I mean, we're winning this game slowly, but
Like chaff before the wind.
A new talent.
That feels much better.
Your enemy has it out for you.
That feels much better.
oh, I'm dead. Oh, maybe not actually. Hold on.
I can't get you to.
Nope. I bought some time, but
I think your death managed to save Jaina.
well, that's something.
Is that gonna hit me?
Well then, who's got the
Yes.
Their Zul is actually doing a fair amount of work. Nice.
There's Zul or there's Zul'jin?
Well, there's Zul'jin. Our Zul's doing fine too. I mean, he hasn't died up there. He's soaking up a ton of stuff.
We
So,
are ahead in XP.
yep, and structurally,
I return.
we should totally be invading here and here.
By the light be damned.
Nice, dude.
Ow.
I go.
Yeah, let's get our 8 coins in. Why not?
Slay this wretched hero.
Zul has 10. They've got the same idea that we do. Goon Squad the Zul.
Slay this wretched hero.
Oh, god damn it. I cannot effing believe that missed.
By the light be damned. By the light be damned.
Oh no, he's so dead. Oh, and Jaina ran into it too.
Of course.
I got the coins.
By the light
Okay, good. Get out now. I may or may not be dead. Get out, though. I have my D in 1 second.
I've got swipe in 5.
Okay. If you still got it, it'd be great.
2, 1.
Oh. Like 1 second, I had my heal up too.
Let's get to the fun.
I'm so dead.
Probably should just had you get out. Oh well. Ripperoonie.
Zul got turned now.
Zul did get turned.
You're cannon fodder.
Let's finish this up so we have time for one more.
One more what?
One more game before we have coaching tonight.
They want more. They'll need
Oh, you have coaching tonight?
We.
Well, I mean, I don't get to be part of it, do I?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, go and watch the game. It's good that we're all getting the same information and focusing on the same stuff. Definitely valuable for you to be there.
I should get an apprentice soon. The crusade.
Oh, this is really dangerous, Mr. Zul.
Junkrat's taking bot for free.
Okay, well let's push with this top wave in. I mean, mid keep is so low too. God, I want it. There we go. That'll get us some focus.
You ran away from Mazel. You run towards me. Run towards me, and I can heal you. Run away from me, and I cannot. Ah, shit.
Well, that's something.
Oh, that hurt.
There is yet justice in this realm.
Burn in a light. Thank you, my friend.
Well, they got all those points, didn't they?
No, I got a lot of them. I'm carrying around 10.
Over here, the crusade marches on. We did it. Why not?
It's gonna take you a hot minute. Actually, no, you have the big ass arm. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And my autos do 546 damage.
Yeah, I mean,
Much better.
it would take a minute, but not as long as you would think for most other supports. Let's wait for them to show on the map, and we just don't. Never mind, we still need 3 more. Just kidding.
Why not?
We should go bottom here. Actually, oh, they have turn. Oh, now we gotta defend after this though, because they are 100% gonna go there.
Yes.
Oh, or not. They're here.
We're not done yet.
Okay, we need to back out of the Wrath though. Oh, Jane is 110% dead. Oh, maybe not. She's not. I'm leaving and just trying to turn in the midst of all that. Don't lead him up here. Don't lead him up here. Don't lead him up here.
This wretched hero.
Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show your enemies.
I gave my life for it.
My life for ire.
A great victory.
Oh my god, they have so much CC.
A lot of damage, too.
It's the CC that's up that I think is really caught between the frickin' Junkrat displacement and the Deckard Cain. They can try to. They should be able to end off this, I think, if they really go in hard.
Yeah.
That's enough. We don't be working.
I mean, with the Sonya and Azul Jin.
No, defend your core.
Now, Jaina kind of wandered around. I mean, it was whatever. It was a close game. What is what it is.
Oh, right. But when
Oh, actually, if we can kill Sonya here, we might be able to win this. Oh, we can end.
There we go, core.
Where's Junkrat? I'll defend.
Shatter the enemy's core.
He's bot.
Yeah, I got him.
The crusade marches on. Over here.
Here be some fine food.
Now I'm coming, because it looks like he left.
Make your peace quickly.
Good, he's back. All right. I mean, the core was at 11% with no shields. I had to stay back.
Of course. Like chaff before the wind.
I died at the very end.
Yes, you did. But using your giant fleshy arm to smack the core.
Yes.
VP.
I'm almost positive I know him from somewhere.
Who?
Egg rolls.
Mm,
I'm
maybe.
gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I think we have time for one more. Let's do one more. Anybody else on? Anybody to bring in real quick?
Garden of Terror.
What do you bet we get stuck with tank and support again?
Well, turns out I get stuck with tank a lot.
Yeah, you do. I don't particularly like playing support, and I'm not that good at playing tank, so. Is annoying.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
Oh, I don't have to play support.
Woo
How
woo!
nice.
I would have played it for you, dude.
Yeah, but I don't want to play a tank either.
Well, I mean, we have Blaze.
Yeah, but solo tank Blaze seems to be kind of like feels bad, you know?
I mean, I'm gonna go Leo. He's gonna main tank. Leo's awesome on Terror. I can get it on Arthas. I can get it on the Terror. It actually melts the Terror. Cat,
Very in band.
I will feed you after this game.
Anna checking in.
I mean, I don't. You weren't in the scrim with this Tuesday. Oh yeah, I mean, even if you weren't in it though, the coaching sessions are still useful. Decade's really good, so I mean, you should. If you got nothing better to do, you should definitely sit in.
Yeah, but like none of it'll pertain to me in particular.
No, but I mean, but team collective, shot calling, discussion, all of that stuff is relevant.
I'm here to help.
I don't know if Jada was the right pick here, but oh well.
Oh well,
I need to practice her.
there you go. Zul'jin again? I wonder if it's the same guy.
They don't have any like backline threat without going through the front line, I guess. So
Zarya, ready for duty.
interesting. So they shield the Zul'jin,
Right.
And they nano boost.
Nano boost the
Ming.
Li Ming. Yeah. I mean, their wave clear's not great.
No, their wave clear is actually really bad.
Yep. I mean, because Ana's got none. Zul'jin is kind of Arthas is kind of meh. Li Ming, meh. Zarya, pretty meh.
Yeah, Hanzo's gets good at 7, if I recall.
His wave clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Jaina's is excellent. Blaze's is excellent. Leoric's is excellent after 4.
Yeah. Malf is even pretty good at it.
Yeah, for a support, he's okay. I mean, this is one of those games, if we get up a little bit, they're just going to be buried.
Yeah.
Cat, don't be annoying.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
Fate has chosen to be unkind.
Well, I will say, so far, the streaming has been flawless. As far as
Well, that's good.
not DCing, yeah. I think I'm probably still going to put the new network card in there. I mean, the one I have in there has it's been in there for a pretty long time. It's probably about due anyway. But
Couldn't hurt.
yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go on now.
Make sure you do all your driver uninstalls, stuff like that, and install the new drivers and such.
All of the above. I thought it was supposed to arrive today. I actually wanted to do it today, but oh, nap time for me.
Zul'jin just kind of let me land a bunch of shit on him.
I know, I saw that. Look at Blaze and I chasing on up here. Oh, I know this guy too.
How do you know so many people?
Chair League and NGS.
Oh, they came up on you, huh?
They did. Ralph Stew 100% was on an NGS team. Or 90%. He might have been a Chair League, but he's on one of those. Do I know anybody else over there? Oh, Schweik I know too, actually. I casted their team last year. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up top.
Yep.
Trying to think which team they were on. It's gonna drive me crazy. Why do I have dueling banjos stuck in my head? That's pretty random, right?
Fairly. You've been thinking about Deliverance?
Must be. I just keep thinking.
Oh, there was a lemming in that brush. They tried to set up a cheeky play.
Heroes, night will fall in just a few moments. I hope you're ready.
Gotcha, bitch. I'm so behind on globes. I got tap.
Cunning ploy. No mercy. No absolution.
Give me that globe. Give me that globe.
That egg rolls guy was on a chair league team or an NGS team that I casted.
A cunning ploy. Crush all resistance.
No, don't root me. Aw.
It's gonna take us forever to do this because you don't have your Q spam yet, right? So 7.
Just got it.
See. Crush all resistance.
Makes such a big difference. You can see how much faster you're burning this thing once you got the Q spam.
That's enough seeds.
Let's go rip our giant's top.
Let my
Okay.
Then you can go back and grab it.
I think you were Blaze Drives.
Okay.
Probably you.
I see you survived another night. How wonderful for you. Harvest the result of your efforts, heroes. Bring my terror to life. Hold the line, friend. Well done. Nicely done. The terror shall sap the life from your enemy.
I'm gonna run at bottom.
I think I'm actually gonna go top.
I mean, there is push there. Make them choose between defending the view top or
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Plus, I got a globe from here. Worth.
got 4 bottom, so
Now that I've got, well, yeah, if there's 4 bottom, I was about to say, like, now that I got it shoved in, I'll just,
I mean, I'm just holding. I'm literally just holding them down here. I'm not hard engaging or anything. And if they come down to numbers, I just back up.
That one's pushing up daisies. Your terror. Double kill.
you are putting far too much faith in your shields, Ari. I'm gonna kill you if you're not careful.
They are missing though.
Treason must be rooted out. Motivate these mercenaries to join us.
My servants will clean that up.
I don't think I'm gonna quite get it.
Nope.
But that's
We're gonna. They're
close.
gonna. I mean, you can hang out until they respawn down here. We're gonna have a 4-man push with camps, so you can just kind of stay in the neighborhood till they show up.
Well, Anna just is top, so
1, 2, 3. There you go. There it is.
yep. Even if Anna is up here, there's 5 for sure.
Yep. Let's go. We got no reason to be here.
Your enemy's fort is broken. Night falls once more, and soon the Shamblers shall rise again.
I'm not gonna lie, though. It seems weird, but anytime I get to play teams that I casted and you win, I feel like it legitimizes you as a caster a little bit. Is that strange? Like,
It's like,
look,
I know what
I know what I'm talking about. Woohoo!
Gather the seeds.
I used to do a like a weekly replay analysis stream, and I always did it on just Bronze and Silver Hero League.
We don't have our healer here.
Nope. Well, I'm Leo. I get trade value. I don't know what you guys are doing. Bye. Hope you can get out of that, dude. Boy, you're a ball. You're an animal. So anyway, one of the guys that I did a replay for, I ended in a game against him, and I was like, I have to win this game.
I must win.
Must win this game.
Oh no, Mouth.
Whoa, Mouth, no! No, you see them all on vision, dude. We got no reason to be here, and I'm kind of low. Blazing Monkey, no! What are you doing? No, Blazing Monkey!
Cower before the darkness.
I just want to say his name now. Blazing Monkey. Actually, I'm pretty sure the Zarya player is on their team too. We all here? All present and accounted for? Awesome.
Damn it, he armied and it blocked my shit. Oh, Lemming.
Bye, Lemming. Oh no!
Oh god, no. Oh, heal me. Heal me, Mouth. You healed the wrong person.
I mean, still. You're alive.
Yeah.
Exactly as planned.
Your enemy spawns a terror.
Your strength within shall break it.
I love playing Leoric. He's so fun.
And before his rework, he was one of the ones that I would play.
You know, the thing is like, I know the right build or the better build or whatever is like the drain or is the E Wraithwalk build. I don't like playing that. I just want to constantly land W's on people and just destroy them.
If I get one person to help.
Here, right here. Do it real quick. We'll just get the 3.
Treason must be rooted out.
There we go. Let's get out of it. Let's go, because they're going to come in here. Let's go up and kill.
I'm rooted.
I don't like your chances, my man.
I didn't see the thing pop up the stupid root. My bad. Wow, I just saw your Arthas's corpse like fly right in front of my camera. It was great.
Oh, I don't like Blazing Monkey's chances either. It's the end. It's the end for you. The end.
30 seconds on tear.
I got it. I got it. I gotta go back anyway. No, Blazing Monkey and Mouth. Why?
Blazing Mouth.
What's up, dude? What do you think? Do I take mid fort, keep fort for free? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get a 16 and just smack mid fort. What's going on, man?
Making peanut butter power balls for the swim meet tomorrow for my kids. And
ooh, peanut butter power balls. Not gonna lie, that sounds a little good. I could go for some peanut butter power balls, dude.
I'm a big fan. They're like these. My mom used to make them for me when I was a kid, and then she was actually cool enough when I was in college to make them and like ship them to me.
Nice, that's pretty sweet actually.
And, like, so we'd get them for. She'd do it for finals, so we'd all get a ship into power balls. Like my brother and I would ship into power balls. And so then it became a thing where she started like making it for like all my competitive
damn, I
and
missed.
everything because everybody thought they were awesome. So,
Oh, I totally misplayed that. Like 150% misplayed that. You're distracting me with peanut butter power balls, Andrew.
you're welcome. But now it's become a thing that I make for my kids. For the swimming.
No! Oh my god, I led us all to our deaths and we didn't even take the fort.
The one that you're taking for free?
That's the one.
This new Discord overlay thing is crazy.
I don't know what Li Ming thought she was going to accomplish right there.
She was going to accomplish get wrecked.
I don't think that's what she thought she was going to accomplish, though.
Are we watching your stream right now? Is that where we're at?
You can if you want to.
I'm playing in this stream.
Oh well, aren't you special?
Oh,
No.
the jukes. The jukes!
Now I'm gonna have like a delayed reaction though, not, you know, it's gonna be one of those weird echoes.
Echo, echo, echo.
Do you have your stream set up so that it's on time, or is it,
No, it's I only delay it if we're scrimming or it's an actual game.
Okay.
It's still delayed though.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Andrew missed the play that was attempted by Ming.
I was about to tell you that you're streaming on potato quality, and then I realized that I still had it set for potato quality from the
I
event
can't
where
can't
was
finish him off now, man.
streaming data.
Oh, I was telling Grendel my stream's actually been behaving today. So far, it's been like just stellar.
What'd you do?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Those are the best kinds of
I
tech
know.
problems. Like, the problem, it was there and now it's gone, and now it's back, and now it's gone, and I didn't change anything.
Well, the thing is, it's actually been pretty consistent.
I haven't used my ult this game. I'm asleep. I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
So aren't we supposed to have a...
Yep, we got him. As soon as this game's over, that's what we're gonna do.
Crush all resistance.
That fort is still there. I'm not leaving this lane until that fort's dead. I'm just saying.
Yes, my master.
Yes! I win! It took 2 deaths and a full garden terror to take down that last 10%, but I win!
Yes, my master. The eternal
The night comes, heroes. Remember, kill the shamblers. And
Got
claim
my kids and then the neighbor's kids over here tonight, so
no.
if I get distracted, that's what's going on.
It's alright. I was telling Greno I actually started recording as well as streaming, so even if we get DC'd, I can upload a complete VOD to YouTube for anyone who's not here, without like the breaks and whatever.
It was inevitable.
I'm just gonna stay down here and push this until they come and do something about it.
So I've been looking for you guys in the ReGen Blue chat. I didn't scroll down to here, and I'm really dumb.
What's up, man?
Oh, not much.
We're just wrapping up a game here. It should be over pretty soon, and then we'll be in there. Why are we scrimming? Why are we fighting mid?
'Cause you
I
guys
don't
are
know.
terrible.
No, but don't you fight mid?
Look at that solo push the Aura.
Although we might be able to get the Zarya here. How healthy are you, Grendel? Healthy enough.
I'm quite healthy, but they're gonna rotate on me.
Not yet. They're not.
your enemy has annihilated.
Must be
I mean, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Told you they were gonna rotate on me.
You were right. Okay. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you heard it.
Now you're gonna die too.
Well, I'm just getting trade value. I mean, I'm not worried about that.
How's your keep getting pushed? Go check.
Well, I mean, we got to 20. I'm gonna wreck now.
Oh. I could have used ice block.
Oh, you see, it wasn't my fault.
No, I was still dead. I just might have been able to
Delay the inevitable.
delay them longer or something.
I mean, you guys could at least grab this while we're up there doing nothing. Alright, I guess I should leave now before I spawn on top of them and they riggedy wreck me.
Oh, don't fight yet. You got no damage with you right now.
They shall feed. I shall not let you die.
You know what actually the problem I'm having with Leoric is Leoric into Anna right now, she just cancels my self-healing, and that's part of the reason I'm having such a hard time.
Yep. Li Ming just reset all over our faces.
Yep. Sounds dirty. Why was Mouth where he was? Because he's gonna die now. Like, really hard. I don't know why they're not just ending.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Like, when the fight started, I was maybe where mid-keep used to be, or mid-fort used to be. And by the time I got up there, like, you and Blaze were already dead, pretty much.
Yeah, but so was Zul'jin.
Yeah, but then Li Ming reset all over our faces.
The infested will return.
I don't want to hear your reason, your well thought out logic.
A terror has grown for your enemies.
Well, bye, Andrew.
Bye, Andrew. Where's Andrew going?
I don't know.
For the Eternal Empire.
Why are they going to the...
I have no idea.
They should be running that down mid.
Yeah, I agree.
You're gonna die, aren't you?
Me? No.
You're gonna leave, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I am going to go top, though, and start draining that terror. I need to do that.
Your enemy has uprooted a
Service has its reward.
Can't say I didn't warn him.
Out of the way.
Oh, hey, Li Ming. And...
She's making, like, really silly plays, honestly. She's getting away with murder when she does it.
Well, I mean, she may have had the nano boost or whatever.
Yeah.
This is a game.
Yeah, we really didn't punish Li Ming like we were needing to there. Oh well.
Is what it is.
Not all face their terrors and survive.
Yeah, that Anna just crushed me.
Seems to be something that we're saying fairly frequently.
Hmm.
Maybe she's ban-worthy.
Oh, I mean, maybe against it with an Alex. Alright, let me feed my cat so he doesn't harass me this whole time, and then we'll be ready to go. I shall return. Alright. Now I'm on. There we go. It's hard for me to tell with my headset if I mute myself or not. Alright. Why is Matt oh-knowing? Why are you oh-knowing, Matt? Alright, we got Ben in here. Who else do we need to get in here? There we go.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude? There we go. Alright, I was wondering why it took so long. There's the man himself. Ben is already here. Gotta get Andrew in here.
So, how have y'all been? I know it's been a while since our last conversation.
It's been a hot minute. We took a little bit of a break, and last week we kind of marked the calendar as the start of our season prep. And other than having 2 of our 3 scrim partners cancel, it's been fine.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Finding scrims is easy. Finding reliable scrim partners is not.
That's true, definitely. Well, I mean, how have you all felt so far, performance-wise, at the start of your kind of?
I think it was a good starting point. We have things we want to improve on, and I have things that we'd like to see. We kind of, by we I mean me, identified 4 things that I wanted to hone in on for our prep, which was 1. No hesitation on the shot calling, even if it's not necessarily the most ideal call. We can review that later. The most important thing is to be decisive with the call, whatever it happens to be. 2, last year we were plagued by cheap kills, so 0 cheap kills in a game. If you die, we want it to be in a context of an engagement we're trying to take, not getting rotated on or picked off or something stupid where you shouldn't have died. So 0 cheap kills or deaths. Identifying how to, after the draft, identifying how we are going to take and win a team fight, and then sticking with that and adjusting that in game if need be. Okay. Those were the 4 areas that we're targeting. I felt like last season we did a lot of, like, regardless of the comp or what we were running, we always engaged in kind of the same way. Which of course doesn't really work. But we'll give Andrew, should be here any second, so once he's here we'll go.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is. So let's get you in our little game here. Are you in game?
Should be. Why was it not loaded?
I have no idea. There he is. How you been, Decade? Okay, we are all here. Oh, let me do this. You have the remote control, Decade. We're in your capable hands.
What map? Which
this is the Towers of Doom game. We scrimmed against Showboat last week. It was game 2 of the 3.
Okay.
The game where we made the wraparound call at the end that we were talking about.
We'll take a look here. Do I have host? Okay,
you
I
do.
All right. Let's run through this then. Is everyone here?
Everyone who's going to be here. I'm taping it for them, so the guys that can't make it can review later.
But they don't get to ask questions.
They do not get to ask
We
questions.
have Phoenix, Genji, Thrall, Malfurion, Murden,
And-
Alex, etc.
And there were so many times Ben as Tech and I were talking about where we were like just a hair away from getting Vala, jumping onto her, and that's something we needed to punish more in this game. I felt like we did.
I'm not, I wouldn't say new at Genji, but I'm just starting to kind of figure him out well. So anything you see, let me know.
This
so
team,
we got to click around.
yeah, this team here is
so
like
far, talent build wise, it looks pretty good.
this team here is one of our like regular scrim partners, and they're probably a little bit better than us, and they know us
Oh, I
pretty
coach
well.
them. I know them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you know them too. Yeah, so they're a good, I think, measuring stick for us. Last season we were scrimming them. We were probably beating them 1 out of 3, I would say. But this season we only played them 3 times and haven't beat them yet. So we tend to the games tend to follow the same pattern, which is we stay pretty close with them through about 2/3 of the game, and then they beat us at the end. Like we have something that happens and we fall apart at the end.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
But draft-wise, I will say that you guys have the better team composition. That's something I can kind of see right away. As far as that, it should be pretty convincing win on top lane. Bottom lane, the 4-man, they have a pretty good 4-man. But yours, I think, is overall stronger, especially when they're running someone who's so easy to burst, like Vala. Like, this is like one of Genji's more ideal matchups, probably, especially when you're running Murden. Like Murden, Genji, and then maybe even like an aggressive warp in by Phoenix. This should be pretty much a free kill on Vala every time.
And you're going to see us just miss that free kill, I'm going to say 5 times this game.
Pause here. Let's talk a little bit about what we did before, what we had before about utilizing resources. Let's see here. I want to rewind a little bit here. I'm gonna slow down.
Side note, Matt said he has a bunch of kids watching, so watch the language. So Matt's watching, even if he's not here.
You're going to see some poopy plays.
Oh, loading. Load.
Blizz, fix replay, please.
Oh no, it says Grendel is now the host. Oh yikes.
Grendel, no.
I broke it, I think. There it is.
And we back. All right.
Except I'm no longer the host, I think.
No.
Tell you what.
So you can't swap that in.
I have an easier way to do this. I've got the VOD, and they do this too. I'm gonna stream it.
Yeah.
And you guys can just watch from my point of view.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, we can do that. All right.
Any new tool I've been using?
Is that Twitch?
Yeah. I'll link you to Twitch here in a sec.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stream your stream. Look at that.
Streamception.
That's right.
Hosted, right?
Well, no, because I'm gonna record it so I can and put it on like when the guys want to find it. I can have it on YouTube for Jet or whoever to watch.
Let me start up all my stuff.
What's the Twitch name?
Decade_live. I apparently have to update Streamlabs OBS, so give me 1 second.
Decade_live.
Uh-huh.
So while you're updating, how have you been, Decade?
Good. I've decided to take a break from playing this season in NGS to focus on just spamming early games and doing coaching. So it's kind of been my forecast. I got a couple offers, but I turned them down because they were for roles I didn't really think I could play that well, and I didn't want to put the other teams that offered into disadvantage. So I told them I'm gonna take a break from the off season this time around.
Fair enough.
It's me time to relearn the game. I think it's working. Okay. Let me know how the quality is.
I'm sure it'll be good enough for our purposes. I'm sure it'll be good enough for our purposes. Oh, and let me mute myself on there so we can just hear you in the thing. Oh, look at you with your little drawy things on there. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, this is what I've been using a lot more of.
Nice. You can be like John Madden. And the Muradin jumps here.
I don't go that far.
You stormbolt the Vala. And
Football.
then something about Brett Favre.
It should be in pretty good quality. Does it look stretched at all?
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
It looks
It's fine.
stretched. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot you work with Showboat too.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's kind of been a while for both of you guys. I've primarily been coaching Luxorian Sun and Snake.
Oh,
Two
cool.
heroic division teams.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
I know, like, kind of both teams kind of took a breakish.
Yeah, well, those guys are good dudes, and I play with them sometimes. Like when my guys are on, they're fun. Most importantly, though, they show up for scrims, and I like
Let's
that.
see here. Well, this is kind of where I think it happened. So we have the Stormbolt happen, which is fine. At first, I thought this was just kind of the stack. You know, I was kind of like, oh, okay, he's just going for Q stacks. But this is where it kind of turns kind of for the weird. So first off, your team's not in a position to react to that properly. So then you cast W here. Which, again, like free damage, I don't think you really need to waste the mana on. Then we have autos. Your team then casts Phoenix Q. Fairwolf comes out. And then we have them beginning to converge. And as soon as you see this unstoppable, it's over. There's no way you guys are going to kill her. And what's going to end up happening now is you guys are all going to end up taking a bit of free damage, especially the Thrall. And they kind of came out ahead on that.
Yeah, I mean that there was way too far. I don't think putting the damage into her, but once she pops Iron Skin, you just back up.
Especially when they're running Alex.
Yeah.
So in this composition, you talk about, this is what I'm kind of like concerned about. You talk about how you don't want any free kills or free deaths, you know, like catch-offs.
Nothing cheap.
But in this composition, that's 100% something I would try and look for.
No, I mean us giving up free kills to the other team. I don't want us surrendering free kills. Basically,
we'll gank people all day.
Right? Yeah, we'll kill them.
I mean cheesing, say, for example. You know that they're still clearing mid, right?
Right.
I may wait in as Murden, and then as they flank down, I mean, Genji will still be in E range if you cast from here to the stun, or if it's like right here onto the Vala, and then Malfurion can also place here. You'll still be in soak range too, and Phoenix can soak, so it looks like you guys are just doing your thing. He roots on top of this target, they're dead. Because Phoenix is all the wave clear you need actually to clear that wave, because it's solo.
Right.
So you put Murden in the front bush, and you put me down in the lower bush. And where does Thrall stand?
Well, Thrall's in the solo.
Thrall's soloing.
Okay. I'm sorry, not Thrall. Where does Genji stand?
Anywhere he wants to, because he has an E, basically.
He can stand like right around in this area here, just in this general vicinity. Okay, let's unpause here. So yeah, this is kind of how it happened. So like, right where kind of Murden's standing now, that's where Genji should be. Murden should be over in the right brush, and then Malfurion should probably be sitting next to the Genji. Like now you're just kind of blind checking shurikens. So for one, let's just see everyone's line of sight here. They already see your Q. You haven't even landed it. You're just blind throwing Qs. So two things have been given when you've done that. You've given map vision, so they know that A, Genji's here. And two, they know that for one, you're just scouting. You're not looking for a pick because you're just throwing abilities into the fog.
Yeah,
you're not looking for something.
I saw Joe rotating down, and so I was actually trying for like the dismount as soon as possible.
You don't want to dismount in this situation though. The whole point of your composition is to prevent them from stacking with Johanna and Asmodan. So what you want to do is you want to catch off Vala or catch off the Alexstrasza and kill them for free. In the rotations. Because again, your comp is stronger than theirs in the first 7 levels. I don't know if y'all recognize that from the draft though.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I didn't know I was supposed to not dismount in those situations. So where should I be? Should I be behind?
So for this situation, you want to be right where Muradin is. Okay. Muradin wants to be over here.
Okay.
As they begin to rotate down, then he will Stormbolt whoever target comes in through here. You then dash onto them, and with the interrupt time, if Malfurion also sat in this brush here, he could walk up and then just place a root onto the target that he's going for. Bam, that's a free kill right there.
That makes a lot of sense. So we let the Joe pass, and then whenever the Alex or the Vala comes in behind her, we just jump on it. All right, that makes sense.
I mean, you have someone who can already pretty much solo wave. Nyx is like some of the best wave clear as a hero. Period. Just Qs and then auto W AOE clears it and it dies in like 2 seconds. So instead what happens is there's this random kind of scrap that's happening here. You delay them a little bit, but nothing really comes out of it. They just sustain back the damage that you deal out. And once again, we're talking about this whole thing of just throwing out abilities. We have Steel who just randomly throws a root out there. You know, like nothing is really coming from this. And right now they're pretty much getting to do what they want to, which is push waves, hit their power spike levels, and that be that, and collect globes. Like they're looking to stack Asmodan, they're looking to collect globes for Alexstrasza. And then, of course, just Johanna assisting in that by wave clearing. So if you can disconjoint that rotation by either picking one of them off or causing them to recall, you've already won. Because then you can contest objectives. Like, honestly, in the beginning, I would honestly look to fight them for siege camps and really anything I can. I'm going to have to pay a little bit more attention to top, but kind of see what happens there. So again, like there's no pressure coming from your comp. You guys are kind of just going through the motions right now. You are getting sieges, which is fine, but honestly, like, their sieges are coming up at the same time. I would contest theirs. Because again, where do you see? You see Asmodan. He's going to be late for the rotation. You have them opening up an opportunity to get this for free by yourselves, and you have higher damage potential than they do. They have a hero that's entirely hell-bent on scaling. Like, this is the exact thing that Yanners just did now. That's what you guys should be doing. And the mistake he made of even doing that is huge for him to do that. You guys are also focusing the wrong target. Let's look back at that actually a little bit. Please don't break. Review VOD. Okay, let's watch this again.
Yeah, we should got gone the Vala.
Yeah, I mean, well, you just used Blade Dash on the camp. Not sure why. So you don't have it on cooldown right now. Tech to actually go in on the.
She was just way away from him. So.
Well, no, Tech had already blown his.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
E cooldown to clear the camp. He didn't really need to do that. He had like 3 other people assisting him for the clear. However, one thing you could do to reduce the cooldown on this deal, if you want to make sure his E's back up to maybe go on this Vala here, is to cast your trait on him to give him mana regen. That way he can get reduced cooldown reduction to get his E back up. But let's see here. So yeah, at this point, like, I would even be stepping up right now, Mongoose, and just beginning to move closer towards the Vala. Like, worst case scenario, what you could do is you haven't blown your jump yet. So what you could do is you could E onto her and just body block her.
Right.
And wait for your Genji to just E past Johanna and ignore her, and then your Phoenix to just warp in close to him as well and to start queuing her from a distance as she heads in. That could have resulted in a kill there as well. Do you guys kind of see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So instead, we have this kind of hell-bent set on trying to kill the Johanna. I mean, just look for what 3 autos happened and the empowered Arsenal synergy happened to Vala there. She almost died.
Right.
Like, she was like a quarter HP just from those auto attacks. But you guys are getting siege control. I don't know why. I guess Phoenix needs to clear here, but it's kind of risky leaving. Like, to be honest, missing this wave here, I don't think would be necessarily the worst. I think you'd still make it in time regardless. I would try and at least assist in pushing these in, because now I think you guys are going to be shoved out and get pretty low.
Yeah, we were just concerned about missing the soak mid, basically.
Yeah, those are gone for good. I come back and watch the landing phase from Larson's perspective after this, though, just to kind of see. So I might rewind again. So E-build, Arsenal synergy. Okay, let's talk about talent choices here. Steel, what's kind of going through your head when you're going deep roots at 4?
Basically just trying to have the larger area for when we're dealing with channeling on towers. You know, make the placement a little bit easier, etc.
Well, here's an alternative. You're playing against an Alexstrasza. Her W kind of has a set position that is the radius is around the same size as your root is, even base size. Going to healing reduction at 4.
Okay.
Just save the
that
lawn.
pretty much hard counters Alexstrasza.
Just put the lawn on her healing thing every time, pretty much, or when he can.
Yep, when he can. So here, this should be a kill from Muradin. Eyes, like there should be pinging eyes. On the, like you just saw Genji, he dashed through.
We should be
he
on
had a good
Vala.
line of sight. Like you just let her walk. Like you even see her now. Now you get the Storm Bolt. We see the W. Your team, your kick still hasn't warped in to try and get on this kill. W comes out. Yeah, people are just farming the wave. No one called that kill. Was there anyone that called out like Vala or? Like,
I don't remember at this point in the game, to be honest with you. I don't remember if anyone did or not.
Okay. Because Steel's got the right idea here. Like the name of the game for you guys is just to catch off the Vala and just like Vala or Alexstrasza and explode her whenever. Like, this is what we talked about earlier. Is like basically Steel, you should be holding your root until Malfurion, until Murden gets the stun on a target, and then just place it right on top of them. The reason why I also don't like the increased area one is because it takes longer for the root to go out. So it gives more time for an escape unless you place it directly on top of
I've never thought about it that way.
And if you put it directly on top of them, the size actually doesn't matter anyway.
Unless you take the level 7 talent for E.
Yeah, actually, the number one thing that at least I said after this game decade was we had so many chances to kill Vala more and didn't exploit any of them was my number one feedback at the end of this game when we were talking. So I'm sure you're going to see that too.
Once again, we have again, there we go. We have eyes. So there's 2 different options here. You have an option on Alexstrasza, which, by the way, Kicks really nice job on zoning her, and you also have the option onto Vala. But for whatever reason, Steel and you guys are kind of committing to multiple things. One person's committing to capping, one person's committing to zoning, one person's committing to all-inning. The other person, well, you know, there's a lot of like mixed bag stuff going on here. When in actuality, it should just be going in on that Alexstrasza. Or going in on that Vala. Like here, like right there, when she walked up, I would have eat on top of her, warped in, or even queued her. Also, one big glaring mistake I can already see that Larson did is that he went to soak topside afterwards. The rule of thumb always on this map is if your team has not secured the bottom point at the time that you cure top, you head straight down. Every time. So always do that. If this ever happens, unless your team's already lost the point and you're not going to get it, like you know for sure you're not going to get it, then you just continue to soak. So they pop Dragon Queen. At this point, I think you guys have pretty much lost the cap point, so I would get out. I would just 100% concede it. Looks like you guys do that. But Kicks may end up dying here. No, the Vala didn't commit. It's good.
Hey, this is Matt here, guys.
What's up, dude?
Decade, can you repeat that about my rotation? I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, so anytime that you're capping the top point, like when the first altars spawn, if you've already capped this one and your team hasn't capped bottom, you head straight there. Always. That's like always the rule of thumb on this map. If your team, there are a couple of exceptions. I'll say that. Maybe I need to take a step back from that comment. Either if you've already lost the cap point, you don't go bottom. You continue to soak. If you're good enough, you double soak so that you don't miss 2 waves of EXP. If your team's already hard winning the point and they don't need you and they're already capping for free at the time in which that it's not capped, then don't go either. Continue to soak. If it's even, or if it's even, then you head down. Pretty much always. Make sense?
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head if we called him down there or told him to stay up there. I don't remember, to be honest. I assume if he's up there, we told him to be up there.
Yeah, I think I asked if I should come down, and I think the goal was to stay in soak, because we were a little bit behind in soak at the time. I can't remember for sure, but
Okay.
I do know that sometimes I'm not sure when I should go or when I shouldn't go.
Yeah, I mean,
should I err on the side of going first, or should I err on the side of soaking first? I guess is the part where I.
So it kind of comes down to that same rule.
Yeah.
If your team's already winning, you don't go. If your team's losing already, you don't go. If they're still contesting bottom and it looks pretty even, you head bottom.
I'm 90% sure that was my call to send you up there, Matt. I told you to go up there because you're pretty good about asking, and I think I sent you up there, so that's probably on me.
Okay, that's fine. I do think I need to get in a better mode of, instead of asking you because you've already got 1,000 other things you're thinking of, I need to get in the mode of knowing when to go and when not to come.
Yeah, the best solo laner is one that knows when they're needed, right?
Yeah, and that's something that I definitely need to get better at for sure.
Okay, so we cap. We've got a little bit of a vision contest here, but no objective. And again, this comes down to you guys, I don't think, abusing the fact you have a talent lead, you have map pressure, you have lane priority. Like, this is where you want to go in, because you're pretty much playing on a time bomb right now. The longer you guys wait for them to scale, the worse it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was like another free kill missed on. Like, we had 2 people focusing 2 separate targets here. Was there a call out like Vala?
Yeah, Ben and I were really on that between the two of us. I think probably the reason it didn't happen more is I think we needed to get Jake more in on those calls to be more aggressive with his teleport, because you're gonna see so many times in this game we just don't like. I mean, she's like right there, and it's painful that we don't finish her.
Because keep in mind, what I will say, Kick, is that in this composition you can be a little bit more aggressive with your warps, because look at their team comp. They don't really have that much stuns, right? At least in the early parts of the game. They don't really have any way to, like, once you get in there, that you're not going to be able to escape.
And the scaling in particular, you're talking about Asmo in particular, right, on their comp?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I thought.
Whatever reason, so she's going to be pretty worthless till she gets full stacks.
Right.
I spent a lot of time pretty much just staring at Vala.
Yeah, he was really good about flying in the mid to late game on the Q. We just could never quite put her away. It was really annoying.
We'll see here. So, take a look. We get a vision point cap. So this is where Genji should have eyes on the Vala, which I think he does. Now, this is your mistake. Do you see kind of what you did there, Tech?
I showed?
Yeah, you showed. So now
Did
John
I have
knows.
vision of Vala in that corner?
Let's take a look. We can actually take a look at that.
I mean, I very well could have.
Oh, we'll see. We'll make sure. Okay. So we walk in the brush here. Walk in the brush. Okay, you have vision on her just as you're about to auto her. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have just held that half a second.
also could have protected too. I don't really see you using your W that often to kind of finish up on damage, especially like if you're going all in like that, and she begins to auto you. You just protect in between while you're waiting for your shurikens to come up. Also, don't be afraid to use your D to like jump forward, because it's also like a really short hop that can get you closer in for more auto attacks.
Hey, side note, Decade.
I remember like
go ahead,
looking
Ben.
for my protect for like asthma dunk. Like I was waiting for the damage to come
It's
out.
not. Well, the thing is,
Never seemed to
protect
happen.
really isn't about burst damage. Protect is about damaged instances. So heroes like Tracer, heroes like Vala, who auto attack a lot, it procs protect more.
Like the disintegrate on the Leeming.
Exactly.
So just because I knew I was going to get autoed, I should use it as the offensive ability, not just as the defense.
Exactly. Because believe it or not, protect does a lot of damage, especially if you're taking structures, or if you've ever played on Braxis and fought on the boss there.
Yeah,
like
the boss
you can
deflect.
reflect to the enemy and it destroys them.
Does Arya auto attack? Hey, side note, Deku, so I know this build I went here just kind of the typical Muradin, healing static. Would it have been a consideration to go like the slow on the dwarf toss with the single damage on the W to really explode the Vala, or overkill and unnecessary?
No, you already have like 3 damage dealers.
All right, overkill and unnecessary. That's what I went, but the kind of regular, normal, typical Muradin build.
I mean, to be honest, between Genji and Thrall, there's no excuse on why you shouldn't be able to finish these targets.
Right.
So we're kind of getting chunked out. Again, you're putting a lot of autos onto the Johanna.
And by the way, Kix is watching on mine, so you can say stuff to him too. He'll hear you.
Okay. But yeah, Tech, you got to be more vigilant. Like, look at where you're putting your autos and look at where you're putting your damage. Because a lot of the time, I'm seeing you're having eyes on Johanna most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm I'm like looking at Vala, and I usually try to just get it off AAs to whoever's closest. But if that means I am compromising position, I'll try to play a little bit more aggressive.
Because keep in mind, again, with their
autos.
team comp, they have no way to prevent you. They have no hard CC. So you have free reign in this comp to do whatever the hell you want. It's a really weird Vala build.
I know their Vala actually was a newer player too. They were just kind of subbing into it. Because this was actually a scrim that we put together at the last minute because our one who was supposed to be there canceled. So these guys are like, oh yeah, we'll get a team together for you real quick. So that's why if you don't recognize him from their team, that's why.
So I'm curious here. Let's talk about talent picks real quick, Larson. What was the idea on picking the level 7 talent that you did?
Oh, is he in comms? He stepped away. I think he's
here.
watching. He's kind of half watching because I think he's got kids there.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say on Larson, when it comes to your level 7 talent, when you're playing against a triple tank line like Axel, you have Lampico, Yonners, and even even Alex Straza, who's in dragon form. You're always gonna want to go the stack talent at 7.
Show me the talents on the screen. I'm a little bit delayed on the video.
So you have follow through at 7, which the other 2 talents are totally fine. It's just the 7 pick is kind of my big concern. You see that?
I think he's that far behind.
Oh man. Okay.
Just for my own knowledge, because I don't play Thrall, what is the other talent that?
I'll answer that question in a second.
So basically, the other talent is when you gain stacks of Feral Frostwolf Resilience, up to 8 times, you'll eventually get an active ability that does percent HP damage to a target and heals you for that percentage of HP.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, with a big fat Asmo and the double front line.
Yep. So again, this comes down to just wanting to walk away because they're throwing Dragon Queen. You want to back off to contest. Now keep in mind, as soon as the duration comes down it should be prime time for you looking to get a kill because they're low on mana right now, and they just blew a lot of big cooldowns. Also,
I have a quick question.
Sure. What's up?
The Thrall talent, is that current HP or max HP?
I believe it's max. Let me double check. It is 15% of their max HP.
That's a
Okay,
nice.
guys,
That's a
sorry.
chunk.
And it heals for 150%.
That's a chunk, man.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, Matt.
Okay, I had to turn off my video, but just to answer that question, I base that talent on kind of how I feel their front line is, I guess, and I like that. What is the follow through, whatever the heck it's called, because it allows me to quickly burst through combo on a squishy, where I can hit my E, run up to him, get an auto, use a Q, get an auto, use another Q, get an auto, or it's somewhere, so I get bigger auto burst out of that, if that makes sense.
No, it
And then
does.
if I'm going against a big front line, then I'll go the other talent because it helps burst down a front.
Sure, and I guess that was kind of like I was jumping to the conclusion of is they kind of have a pretty big, like, large HP pool of heroes. You know, ETC and Johanna.
And Asmo. Big health pool on Asmo too. Fat Asmo.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, and maybe I need to look at that talent a little bit more closely.
It's my preferred talent, to be honest, because it actually allows me to deal more damage because I can out trade with tanks. I can pick off a tank, heal off of them, and then stay in a fight longer because I'm healing off of the tank as I'm dealing damage to their DPS. It just allows me a lot more flexibility when I'm fighting. I'll usually go follow through if they have only like a solo tank. That's pretty much one of the few times I'll do it. Or if I'm just looking, if it's like a map like Braxis and I'm playing against like Malthael into the Malthael matchup, I'll usually go follow through because I want to win the solo lane.
Okay, yeah, and I take that talent for the same reason too, to kind of sustain as well, and maybe that's what I needed to take in this instance for sure. But I guess, you know, in the moment, sometimes your thinking is different, but I can see my error in that as well.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Just kind of watching this when he steps away. There's a something I think we need to. I see a lot of like missed synergy with regards to specifically with me and Andrew not stacking our CCs on top of each other. I think if we would have done that better between you and I, Andrew, Ben might have had enough to finish off the Vala a couple times. Something we need to maybe synergize between.
I don't know. I don't think I'm getting all the damage off I can either. Like watching all this.
I mean, but I saw 2 times where the lawn didn't go under the Q. So if there's another second and a half on top of there for you to sit there and wail on her, you know, that might make the difference on a Vala, you know.
Every bit helps.
That's just one of those things we gotta make sure our CCs we're getting value out of them. You know, and then that also goes back to, you know, positioning to making sure that when I throw out a CC, you know, Andrew's close enough to me and I know that he's close enough to me to follow up on it. You know, if I throw a Q out and he was too far away, it doesn't matter. Like, it's irrelevant.
You know, I was thinking about this after our games yesterday, that you bring that up. I noticed in our games yesterday during Team League and stuff, we had a lot of communication about I have this ability ready, or I have this ability in 2. I have,
right,
you know, CC now or whatever, right? And a lot of that is just communication of knowing when somebody's abilities are up to know that they can follow up. If I use this ability now, they'll follow up and we'll get something out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that along with just overall communication between all of us and not just.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I think it's 100% true, man. I think, you know, there's a lot of things for us to work on, but that's actually something that I've seen us getting better on. Still room to improve, but I've seen us doing much better about communicating our own cooldowns and the big cooldowns of the people we're playing. It has come a long way from where it used to be, even if it's not where we want it to be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Still, one thing I will say too is I would say maybe you and Mongoose need to work better on is just like practicing doing.
I just said that right when you stepped away. That's the first thing out of my mouth, dude. That's funny.
Okay.
That's literally when you stepped away. That was the first words out of my mouth. It's like, Andrew, you and I need to get on the same page with stacking our CC.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. All right. So we've got our next game here. Okay. So we have Thrall pushing in, which is nice. Thrall's getting a lot of value right now, and he's pretty hard shitting on top lane.
As he should be.
Language. My apologies.
It's okay. They're not watching anymore.
Play was that bad?
I'm up in my parents' room, and they're downstairs watching a TV on a projector.
Oh, way to get out just in time, man. Only one tower shot.
That's why I had to back out for a little bit.
Nice escape by Phoenix. However, again, look at bottom lane. You should have eyes on bottom right now. Look at their this is what I don't understand. Let's go for a tank instead of just going for the wee little Vala who's all by herself, way past her lane.
That is 100%. That is 100% true. That's absolutely something we should be noticing there. Especially we were already positioned thinking to invade. It was an easy rotation down on top of her. She had no way to get out of that.
And again, we have damage focus on to the Johanna, which ends up in 0 Zada, no kills. And again, like, this is where that chain CC thing I talked about earlier would be better, because if you stun and then you place Root as his stuns, still continuing the duration, she won't be able to pop her indestructible right away. Does that make sense?
And even despite all the misplays, we're actually slightly up at this point. We do this with Showboat all the time. I'm telling you, man. If you watch these games with them all the time, this is how these games go.
So why the X strike? Just curious.
We talked a little bit about that. I wanted to just be able to dodge like rain and shield and just go on Vala. So like I felt like I needed like that little bit of extra. I know they don't have a whole ton of hard CC, but I just felt like I can get on top of Vala a little bit better with the.
To be honest, like there's a couple of things. Like Steel, I would say like your town build's kind of wonky. Like at level 7, you always want to get the cleanse talent. Most games, level 7. Because that would enable Genji to probably there's some truth to that tech, but I would still say Dragonblade is the go-to pick. And if he had the cleanse talent at 7, you'd be free to do whatever the hell you want at any time.
And
I was kind of worried about slide, bludgeon, shield, rain.
Now the cleanse talent on Malf is if there's a regrowth on them and you moonfire, does it cleanse them if they're currently CC?
No, it's inactive. It's
an activated.
You literally just if they're healed right now, affected by regrowth, it cleanses them.
On an activatable though.
Yep. You just press the one key on your keyboard and it cleanses.
So, but it doesn't. The cleanse doesn't hold, right? They have to be like currently CC'd.
Or about to be, like in the middle of a channel or middle of ability.
All right, cool.
So why Earthquake here too? I'm curious.
That was with the Phoenix synergy, right?
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
Earthquake salvo.
Okay, that totally makes sense. What am I saying?
Which I think we hit. Was this the game that we hit several of them? I think.
Not as many as I want. I want to hit them every time we press the buttons.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but we had some moments in this game. There's no doubt. I mean, this was a pretty close game until the very end.
Yeah, right now just the backline's just getting kind of backed out, and Genji's not really able to get in there and do what he wants to do. And Larson ends up dying. Oh, never mind. Larson gets out. Genji gets the reset. Remember what I told you about using your D to get an auto range? You could have traded there to probably get in closer to kill her. Did you kind of see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, missed the Q. Rip.
Talent-wise, you guys take the point. Very nice. You warped the wrong way, Kicks. No. This is a free kill if you warp down.
Decade, I have a question on Thrall's
Sure.
level 1 talent.
Yeah.
That I've been debating with myself. Is Echo always the go-to, or is, I can't remember the name of it, the third one that's the
Green one?
build?
Crash lightning.
No, he's talking about the green one that heals in mana. I like the healing one, to be honest. It's my preferred talent. But I would say that in general, the blue Q is always better. Like, it depends on your play style. Because for me, when I was playing on my team, it was literally about me just winning laning phase. And that's all I would cared about. Post laning phase, I didn't really care about damage. So for me, getting the blue Q wasn't really that big of a deal. The blue Q gives you double the DPS. So it's more of a scaling talent. You're going to deal more damage overall. You're gonna have a harder laning phase, but overall you're gonna scale better outside of the lane.
So that could also be comp dependent, right? If you need Thrall to provide more damage, or if you need him to be a little.
I guess that's in essence yes. I really like the green talent if I'm playing on maps like Braxis and things like that against lanes that typically.
Right.
Because it enables Thrall to have a better matchup in the heroes that he normally doesn't win against.
So like if you need him to top lane D-Shire and hold on to that point, kind of a deal.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Makes
And
sense.
that's my reasoning behind it too. But I've had multiple people tell me that it's garbage, and so I've kind of swayed off of it a little.
Well, I mean,
bit.
again, it's like it's a me thing, right? I'm not saying like pros pick it. I'm not saying other people pick it. It's like a personal preference thing for me. Like I guess I should make that very, very clear. Like that's a me recommendation only.
Well, we pay you the big dollars for your recommendation, Decade. So.
Right. Exactly. But no, it's just interesting that I have actually felt the same way about it, but for me personally, I backed off just because I didn't want to be playing. If it was, the consensus was that it was garbage, I didn't want to be playing it.
I mean, the consensus is the Blue's always the go-to pick, but I kind of stray outside the norm. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty much in a very, very small minority that actually likes that talent.
Sure, I guess I'm in that minority then too. Well, I find it can give you really good sustain in fights too, because you get that extra bounce and it will proc.
Oh, it procs Frostwolf every time you cast it now. Yeah.
Exactly. And then anytime you auto attack somebody, you're getting a little bit of health back as well. Plus, it's mana sustain on top of that as well, so keeps you in fights longer. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of benefits to it.
If this is where
honestly, it's more of a strictly for lane type of build. It's not really so great in the. Please. Oh no. Still, we got to work on your Malfurion roots. I guess that one was more of like to more of a zone for them. I guess I can kind of see that. But...
This call was a direct result, by the way, of your last coaching where you said preemptively call. You know, make the call, and after this, we're doing this. We had the Asmo pick called way before we were done with that camp. So just thought you should know.
That's really good.
Yeah, it was. We're gonna get this camp and pick Asmo. Like we were way on top of that.
I was happy with my body block.
Then you're gonna escort this in, right?
Yep, that's where we're going.
Okay. All right. Looking good. And you should team fight now because you should also want to. Now, here's another mistake. You guys want to fight. Like you should have hopped right into them because Asmodan was going to be delayed heading into the lane. So you could have had a back-to-back like pickoffs there. Does that kind of make some sense there?
Yeah. Stagger those deaths.
I do notice that sometimes too. We sometimes will get a pick and then not really get anything out of it as well.
This fight's so hectic.
Yeah, this little part's kind of all over the place.
A lot of free damage on him. Should be a free kill. Genji should see it. I think you could have eat for it alone, Genji. I don't think you needed to X strike for it. You could have saved it for bursting onto one of the other targets.
We let Asmo free channel there.
It's a really nice Earthquake combo.
There, that was beautiful there.
So right now you should just hard push down as 4 into this.
And I'm 90% sure that's what we
do.
do.
No one else. You should have warped in on there a little bit earlier, Kicks, because you would have had the kill there too. All of you would have. You were kind of delayed on reacting to that stun. Oh no, Tech!
I told you there's so many times this game, dude, where you walked away.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna die.
This goes weird if I remember.
Yeah, this looks really bad.
Yeah, we were indecisive about which way to engage. And I missed my Q on the Vala, so she gets away.
Should have protected that.
No, that's only one instance of damage, though. It doesn't count as multiple.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just super chunked at this point. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Should we even stay there at that point? Because
No,
we
I
have
would just
no
get. I would
cover.
just. I mean, you could probably still contest this altar as long as Murd installs here, like he's doing. And then he just needs to E out. All but both of you walk up. You get out though. Yeah, that's fine. Now this is the mistake that I'm betting is what's going to happen. I'm assuming you're going to go check this now. Yep. You clear it, which is good. In the meantime, though, Phoenix, what you could do instead of rotating down to clear mid, you could have taken this camp up top side first and then headed down mid. See what happening bottom. Oh, we've got a team fight here.
I think he might have been
Benji
double
misses his
soaking instead,
dash.
I think is what he was doing.
Protect comes out a little late.
I also missed that, but hey, I tried.
You know, but I like that we identified we missed our chance, back up, reset. Don't just sit in there and get wailed on.
I think we probably should have been more aggressive there. Like,
We were a little bit low on the retreat once we missed our CC on the Vala.
yeah, I think we could have probably re-engaged with. They're pretty low on mana. I think we could have re-engaged pretty hard, like because we said 60 and they didn't.
Well, that's where the call right here I know is if ETC is going to stay top, then we push bottom.
I took the lightning talent at 16 on throw.
Oh, that's always the go-to.
See, I know that it is, but I struggle getting it capped all the time, and I don't know why, but I just struggle with it. So I took it here because again, everybody says to take it, so it's good, and I know it's good.
Nice
But if
pull
I
up there,
struggle
but
to
that's going to cost you big time because
complete
one
it-
of you tagged the boss. You guys are going to end up losing this fight. And Tranquility comes out super late too. This is one of those situations where scrapping here isn't going to get you guys anything. I'd just walk away. Because now I bet it's going to cause you guys to die even more. Yep.
Yeah, once
Like
Dragon...
as soon as Dragon Queen comes out, like if you ever see it, it's the get the fuck out button. It's the we wait for this duration to go out and then play as passive as we can. If we got to give an objective, we got to give an objective.
I think this is the moment we have in every game versus Showboat where we're relatively clean, and then this is the moment we have right here.
Yeah, this has just been like back to back kind of throwish plays. You had like 4 people trying to force a fight closer to them where they have 5, while one person's trying to cap. You guys didn't even finish the cap. Like, to be honest, you guys could have finished the cap and not even had traded and been fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on the cap, but I know the call was to trade.
Because you would have been in the reverse position here.
Right.
You would have been ahead. They're going to head to your sieges. Asmodan's not there. Like, again, like, that's kind of that fear. Like, I'm not seeing, like, other people right now. Like, you know that they're not, the Asmodan's not there, so you want to look for a fight. And they've wasted all their cooldowns already. This comes down to it again, just not ignoring the Johanna and just continuing to walk forward. Because you're wasting your stun on her every time.
Yep. I think this is about to be another we almost but didn't really kill Vala. Like,
Earthquake was kind of off there too. Trank's really off. You guys are grouping really
see,
close.
here is our look. We almost but did kill Vala button.
X-Strike came out kind of late. Hey, you guys kind of like 2 of you shotgun, but that's really about it. There's like a nod of we're still kind of missing that coordination.
Yeah, for sure.
Like as soon as you should see that plasma, the purification salvo go out, Tech. Think of it this way: you took X Strike, right? Yeah. So X Strike is not only just about damage, right? You can use it as an escape too. So you could literally dash, Q, auto, Q one more time, auto, and maybe kill her. And then worst case scenario, if they're on you during that entire time, you just X Strike out.
Yeah, this is where the game gets away from us. There's one more specific call I want your opinion on at the end that we were discussing after. I don't think we came to a consensus on it, and I'll show you when that comes up.
I do know that earthquake. I was a bit behind. I can't remember why I was.
I think it got interrupted, if I recall.
No, I got you were wave clearing.
There was one time I know this game where it got interrupted. Maybe that wasn't it.
And that's on me not worrying about the wave at this point, because who cares, and getting to where.
So the call here, sorry Matt to interrupt you. What's going to happen here is we're discussing, okay, take back bottom fort, but they come down to defend. There really isn't a way for us to do that. So I made the call. We're 3 core left. 20 being down aside, I felt like we needed to make something happen, so I called for a wraparound here to catch them in the backside. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's fine, but none of your team followed up on the damage right away. There's no aggressive warp in. Kick just only uses warp to get away. Earthquake wasn't popped instantly either with purification.
And I know there was hesitation on the call because it was, a little bit of a, I don't know, aggressive call or whatever. I mean, I don't think there's anything to go over. We were completely disjointed, and none of the CC stacked on each other at all.
I just want to see it I just want to see it again, is all.
Sure. I think if we get the Phoenix warp in on that Vala, that game's different. She was almost dead, and she got saved by Cleansing Flame or whatever.
Also, if I would have queued Vala instead of Johanna like I'd been doing all game, she would have died too.
To be honest, if I actually just took Dragon Strike, I think she died too.
Yep. But there was I remember there was hesitation on comms on this call. Then that's just one of those things where right call or wrong call, let's go with it and be decisive about it. This is when we can double check the calls right here, not in the game.
The call's fine. It's just the execution's bad. Because the Azmodan's having a recall anyway. You can already see once he clears this well, he's already low mana, so he's not gonna be able to fight.
But yeah, this game is every game with Showboat. It's like 2/3 of the way, it's like neck and neck, maybe even slightly ahead. And then...
Your team fights need a lot better, shotgun. I also try taking the Treant on Malfurion more often too. I usually go Treant or Heal Debuff. Those are the go-tos.
Why the Treant? I'm just curious.
Scaling damage does a ridiculous amount of damage.
It's real hard.
Okay. It's probably not bad to interrupt channels either, I would imagine.
Also does a ridiculous amount of damage. You get it stacked. I'm not even kidding. The Treant can do 230 damage per auto.
So you'll watch when we go this wraparound. It's weird. Nothing.
So here it is. First you miss off the jump onto Holiday. You already waste your W onto Johanna for some reason. Your team has vision on the Vala over here when you should already be moving to the left.
Yeah.
You see Vala. Kix begins to back off. Genji at this point is still autoing the Johanna, and right now Kix has line of sight on the Vala. This should already be a dash directly onto the Vala here. You should already
That's what it is.
X strike here. Cute Plasma Cutter should be coming out from it at a point blank range, so it hits Vala over and over. Heal debuff should be going out directly to the to Phoenix as he's taking the damage, and then Thrall's going to do a wrap around this way in case that the enemy team tries to come in. He can Earthquake.
I think a lot of what's going to help us here is something we need to do more of, which is during the course of the game. I don't think we ever. I mean, we all, of course, know that we want to kill the Vala, but I don't think it was ever vocalized as let's prioritize killing the Vala, and I think vocalizing that would hone everybody in on...
Root is wasted here onto the Johanna when it should be on the Vala. X-Strike finally comes out. Qs aren't coming out immediately right away. Should be just spamming Qs. Thrall is moving forward to go in and onto the Johan team is focusing on the Vala. Vala's still not going down. Ruby Wings comes out, and Thrall is now going towards the Vala. Now he's starting to begin move towards the Vala. Still no damage on the Vala. Everyone's running away. The heal comes out for Malfurion to defensively protect Kicks when all he needed was the Q to heal himself, and you guys could have picked that up earlier on. And now they come around. Here comes the AoE damage from the stage dive, which is going to cause your team to take about a quarter of their HP from 3 targets. Earthquake should come out now. Still not out. Still not out. Still not out. And then Phoenix is just running away this whole time. And he warps the other way around the structure rather than approaching his team. And then Earthquake finally comes out here, I believe, in like 2 seconds. No, not 2 seconds. It's here in a moment. No, it doesn't at all. Okay. Damn. Yeah, just holding a lot of abilities there.
Well, I just remember comms being very hesitant. I think a lot of that was as a result of the hesitancy to do it.
I have no idea why I didn't use my Earthquake there. That's my bad, big time. I have no idea why I didn't use
There was a lot of... We all had bads there. Because Vala should have been 100% dead on that.
Well, I mean, it's a risky call, but it's a necessary call. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't do something like that, you're going to lose the game anyway. So you might as well lose it taking a shot.
Well, and you know what I've been trying to say is, like, whether it's a good call or a bad call, you know, not that I want you to follow bad calls, but in the context of the game, we want to be decisive. You don't want to him and the ha. This is why we do stuff with Decade, so he can say, Mongoose, dude, that was a trash call. But at least let's go do it, you know, as, you know, all pushing in the same
direction. I don't really think there were any bad calls that game, other than, like, there were a couple of opportunities missed for picks.
Right.
That, like, it wasn't necessarily there were bad calls made, there were just a lack of calls for opportunities.
Okay.
There was a lot of listing. I've noticed that the one thing that you guys basically, you get the gift wrapped, you get it put into your lap, and then you just let it sit there, and then you think, I wonder what's in the box. That's kind of where I see it as right now. It's just like you guys are presented the opportunity to win, but you don't just completely close it out. You need to be like making, like, if you have a talent lead, if you have a level lead, you need to know when to abuse these, and you also need to know when to abuse the matchup. Like, our team is stronger early game than their team is weaker than ours, you know, late game, you know, just different things like that. Understanding power scalings for each of the heroes that you're playing against will help you better understand on what engagements you can take.
100% agree with that. Decade, once again, man, I cannot tell you how much we appreciate this. This is really good for us.
Good stuff.
But I would say other than that, definitely I would say put more games in on Genji and, like, Malfurion and Murden if you can. Just try and, like, have an objective for your next couple of games that you play. Just focus on, we need to land stun, immediately needs to follow up into root. I don't even care if you guys win the games you play in unranked draft or quick match or wherever you guys decide to play your games at, or even in scrims. Just try and get really good and, like, effortless at being able to do that.
Yep. Thanks again, man. We really appreciate it. Like, no joke, really appreciate it.
I mean, I guess, like, one thing I didn't really discuss is, like, the whole ReGen situation. What was the decision with the move there? I was kind of...
Well, like, it just, Murda, like, put a thing out, hey, look, and so I kind of whispered, I was like, hey, man, what's the deal? And he goes, oh, you know, our little org, and, you know, it was basically, for me, it was like, you know what, I think it's fun to be associated with somebody. You kind of have built-in people to root for you, and you have built-in people that you get to root for, you know, a little identification and kind of a built-in structure system. I didn't even realize this at the time, but they have a manager who scheduled all of our scrims. I just signed in one morning, and she had a calendar worth of scrims for us based on the calendar that I gave her. I was like, oh, well, shit, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually.
Yeah. So it's been good too. Everyone there is fun. I've played with the guys over there. Everyone's good times. It's just a little Heroes family with a little support and some kind of built-in identification for us, you know. Now, if I'm looking for an NGS game to watch and I see ReGen Red, I'm going to go in there and support them because they're our guys. And I hope the, you know, inverse would be true, of course.
Everyone's voting for everyone else to lose, unless they're in the same division. Maybe they do want you to lose.
No, actually, he broke it up nicely. We have a C team, a B team, and a heroic team.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, they've already know which, like, brackets each team's
well,
gonna
I
end
mean,
up in already?
assuming that it's about the same as last year. I mean, every season's going to be different based on the teams that enter, but I have a hard time seeing us going up or down. I think we're going to be right back where we were. From what I could tell of ReGen Red's results last year, I think they're going to be right where they were, and Black is definitely a heroic team. So I think that's kind of just how it's going to be.
Well, I guess with that said, I will close out of this spectate. I mean, final questions for any of you guys, or like anything that you wanted maybe me to do
No,
as far as.
I mean, it's great stuff as always. It gives our team the same focus, which is nice, and you'd of course notice stuff that we don't. So, just appreciative, really appreciative.
Oh, hey, we're glad working with you guys. Feel free to contact me either later this week or within any time that you guys have scrims or VODs your way, or if you just want some insight, I'd be happy to participate in any way that I can.
Yeah, for sure. You'll definitely hear from me. I'm trying to target every other week to kind of do this kind of stuff. So, but I'll let you know when we have scrims if you're available and you want to. I stream them, so you can always watch them live too if you're available and have nothing better to do.
Sounds good. All
right, man.
Hit you then.
Appreciate it, dude.
Question.
Oh, well, what's up, Larson?
Is there any way that we could watch a game that has our comms, that we could hear our comms at the time too, just to kind of hear, just so we could get feedback on how our comms are sounding in game and stuff like that?
Yeah, if you can hand me a Twitch VOD sometimes, we can go over that.
When I get my Twitch sorted out, I will 100% send you the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, comms is something that's kind of hard for me to like delegate because each team, each player has a different type of way that they can handle themselves within comms. So I don't know, like, I won't really be able to coach you on it, if that makes sense. It's something that like your shout caller, like that's their style. I can't make someone learn a different style. You know what I mean?
No, but you know what? It would be valuable to I mean, not necessarily on how we communicate, but on the thought process that we have in the course of the game. We're thinking this because this, and are we missing something, or like we're take bot fort, and we're thinking that because this, and yes, that was the right way to think about it, or no, it wasn't. That's valuable. I think that you can get more from comms.
Well, and even if it's something that, like, from my example, if there's something that I need to be communicating that I see in the top lane, or if it's something that's not that big a deal that I don't need to worry about talking about, or you get what I mean, like any information that we feed each other so that the right call can be made, if there's stuff that can be said in that way.
Sure. I guess like the only thing I would say to try and get better at is on solo, just kind of looking for opportunities to roam down, especially when you're a matchup like that, like the Thrall versus the ETC matchup. That's a matchup you're going to hard win. Like there's no question about it. Like that's a matchup that's super easy for you to deal with, super easy for you to come out ahead. So it's up to you to kind of make that decision to put your impact into other lanes and other places.
Okay, I gotta run, guys. We'll catch you on
All right,
Matt. Take it easy, bud.
Later.
I also have this as a VOD, so if you guys ever want to refer back to it, always feel free to.
All right.
Nice. Thanks, man.
Thanks again, Decade.
Anytime.
We'll catch you later, man.
Catch you later.